Hi y'all, welcome to FlamBaé. My name is Yanni. Today we're gonna be making a salty, citrusy summer salad. I was invited to a potluck dinner and my responsibility was making the appetizer. So I roll into the grocery store, I have like $12 in my wallet, I'm like, what do I make? And I decided to make this citrus salad. It is so cheap to make, it is very, very low fuss, and it's really impressive. I was putting this thing together and everyone was like, what are you making, like a fruit salad with grapes and oranges? This is salty, it is packed with umami, and it has really bright citrus notes. It is so incredibly impressive and absolutely delicious. So let's get into it. I was really trying to go for a recipe that does not require too much stove time, too much oven time. It is like 99 degrees across America. We don't need to be using our stoves and our ovens that much. So let's go with fresh, let's go with easy. This citrus salad has a dressing that was inspired by, pretty much invented by Alison Roman. We're gonna use like a cup of olive oil in here. Make sure you use extra virgin olive oil, like good quality stuff. Next, we're gonna use like a big old heaping 2 tablespoons of fennel seeds. I love fennel because it has that like really refreshing licorice almost taste. It's gonna be delicious with the olive oil. So just mix it in and then we're gonna pop it on the stovetop, like medium low heat, 2 minutes. Keep an eye on them. The oil, it will get exponentially hotter the longer you leave it on. So make sure it does not burn. Don't stray from the stovetop. Don't go too far away. You really need to keep an eye on this. They're getting toasty, so I'm gonna turn off the flame now. I see some of the seeds, some of the little seed particles have fallen to the bottom now that they've gotten toasted. We've got some red pepper flakes. This is maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. Ooh, this spoon is hot, hot. Oh my God, ow. Okay, not a good idea. I'm gonna use a different spoon now. This can go. Oof, Lord, sizzling. So give that a good mix, give it a good stir. Those chili flakes are gonna brown really quickly. And then lastly, we have got little anchovy fillets. I'm gonna put 3 inside. I don't know, Allison likes a whole tin. I love that, but like not for me. Like for her dinner guests, great. I only want like 3. Like the flame is off now. That's all the water content cooking off of the anchovies. They're essentially dissolving right now into the olive oil. So now you have this beautiful fennel anchovy olive oil. Gorgeous. So let's take this to the back burner and let it cool down. So the next step is building the base of this salad. I have got a couple of small grapefruits here. What we're gonna do with all our citrus is supreme it. So we're gonna slice off the base and the top. And then we're gonna go down the sides and start cutting along the edge in a circular motion. The reason we supreme citrus is to get off not only the rind, but also the pith. And it's a really clean, beautiful way to slice through it. If you want, you're welcome to just peel it with your hands and then just do that. I think this produces like such a beautiful, lovely result. With the supreme, what you're doing is you're cutting it into wedges. So you see these lines of where the pith runs into the center of the citrus. What you're gonna do is slice alongside it. Don't get too close. Look at that. And you get this beautiful, clean cut of citrus. I know it feels a little wasteful, so you're also welcome to, again, to just peel it. But what you do with the citrus at the end is you squeeze it. You use the juice. You really try to use every part of the fruit because that's important. It's a much cleaner way of preparing this. So now we've got this. We've got this little star with all the pith in the center. Honestly, squeeze it. Look at that. And then I'm just gonna take the rind, keep it in this bowl on the side. It's gonna be a really easy, clean way of disposing. Okay, and just keep chugging along. So when I was picking all of the citrus, I was in the grocery store and I was literally just feeling for what the ripest fruit was. And then in addition, like, I was looking, because this is a very visual plate, I was looking to see which, honestly, colors would be the most beautiful together. Because you want a little bit of contrast. This is a colorful, fun, summery dish, you know? So this is a Valencia orange. So this is ultimately what we're looking for with a good supreme. It's round, you've got those curved edges, and then you go through and slice right along this white line. Don't get too close, don't be a hero. And then on the other side, other direction, and you ultimately get this beautiful clean slice. Seeds, go through, pick out the seeds. You're not gonna wanna eat them later. Yeah. The seed is literally sliced straight in half. It's stuck on the blade. Y'all, like, that's a sharp knife. Use sharp knives in your kitchen. Don't hurt yourself. Do yourself a favor and take care of your knives. What are some tips for keeping sharp knives, you ask? When you finish cooking, don't leave them in the sink. Don't leave them wet. A wet knife becomes a dull knife very, very quickly. Wash it immediately and dry it immediately. Should I supreme this? I feel like that's overkill. I mean, I already started, but this is such a small fruit. This is so dramatic. But like, look, it's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my God, I'm dead. See, now with all of this, you're left with the best parts of the fruit. Like the most delicious, juicy parts. I've also got apricots here. Not really citrus, but I think delicious and important. Like part of summer. And look at that. The pit comes right out. And you can go ahead and just slice, slice, slice. Last, a little plum, a red plum. This just sliced open so cleanly. It was so satisfying. Yeah, let's start putting this thing together. Start spreading out what you have onto the plate. Do not be so, you know, there is no need to be delicate. This will be beautiful as is. You don't need to do much work. Just kind of go around. Treat it like a canvas. Spread out the colors, stack things, create layers with this. We have our first layer or so down. Flaky salt. Go ahead and season this. Now we're gonna take some of this fennel, anchovy, olive oil, and just start seasoning it from now. Because you want every layer to be fully seasoned, have like maximum flavor. Some of that cilantro gets tossed on. Now a few more things. I think this is so, so important. A little bit of fresh lime is gonna go a long way. It's gonna go with the anchovy and the cilantro really, really well. Fish, lime, and cilantro are like a throuple. They always go really well together. It's like a thing. You never see them without each other. Well, that's not true, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, next. A really, really ripe avocado. Oh, beautiful. And you just want to take a spoon and just lay out just a few pieces. You don't need to be so fussy. Just a couple of delicate swoops here and there. Like this is an art show. This is literally a piece of art. It's so stunning. And that's it, like we're done. It's a joke. A beautiful joke. It's a very funny, beautiful, pretty joke. All right, let's dig in, let's taste it. I wanna get a little bit of everything in this bite. Grab a little bit of those anchovy pieces. Oh. It's perfect. There is a cacophony of citrus overlapping and blending. I mean, this acid is like, it's a feast. The grapefruit has to be one of my favorite parts of this because it's so, so bitter. And it really works well with the umami quality of the anchovies. I mean, they go so, so well together. It's not a pair you might think of, but when you taste it, they sing. I mean, it's so fantastic. because you have acid, you have so much sweetness, you have freshness from the cilantro, and then you have like depth. You have the bottom of this, and that's the anchovy fennel oil. If you're someone who loves fennel like me and you want even more in here, you're welcome to either A, add more seeds into the oil, or even take fresh fennel and slice it thinly and add it in here. If you want, you can take down the quantity, like you can go from 2 tablespoons to 1.5 tablespoons inside the oil. I mean, this could benefit even from some fresh, crunchy fennel. A little bit of a textural difference, but I have to say, this is sublime. It's also quite lovely that the fennel and the anchovy became so crispy. It's like having chili crisps in here. You know what? This might be really good with chili crisps. Lao gan ma. Here, I have some extra fruits that I haven't put into the salad. That's really good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is good by itself. You can eat this straight out of the jar. You can put it on anything. Anyway, this episode isn't about lao gan ma. It's good, everyone knows that. Alison Roman developed this dressing, and she made it with tomatoes. And so the fact that this works with a lot of fresh ingredients tells you that you can cater it to your taste and your preferences. I'm telling you, when I showed up and I put this together, everyone was like, what? Oh, I was not expecting that. I was like, yeah, you were not expecting that. Psh, I cook, okay? I cook. I like to cook. Okay, shut up. But honestly, they were really impressed. It was delicious. 10 out of 10. So go, take it, make it your own, run like the wind. All right? Share some food with your loved ones. Now, my dears, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to roast that like button, hit subscribe, tap on that little notification bell. As always, my name is Yanni, and thank you for watching FlamBaé. This is about fennel and anchovy.